On this video, we're going to tackle about air. Air is everywhere around us. What is air made up of? Why is air important? Components of air. Air is everywhere around us. Our Earth is surrounded by a layer of air. This layer of air is known as atmosphere. Air is a mixture of different gases. These gases are nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and noble gases. Air has also other components such as water vapor, dust, and microorganisms. Nitrogen is the largest component of air. The gas is unreactive. It is used to make fertilizers, explosives, and other substances. Oxygen is an important gas for all living things. Without oxygen, living things cannot survive. We breathe in oxygen. Our body needs oxygen to produce energy from the food we eat. Oxygen is also needed for burning and rusting. Carbon dioxide is useful gas for plants. Plants use carbon dioxide in a process to make food known as photosynthesis. Noble gases are made up of a few types of gases such as helium, neon, and argon. Balloons filled with helium float upwards. Neon is used in advertising signs. Argon is used to fill light bulbs. Water vapor is also present in the air. Do you notice the water droplets that form on the outer part of a glass of ice water that is left on a table? The water droplets come from the water vapor in the air. The water vapor is cooled by the glass of iced water and turns into water droplets. There are other things in the air such as microorganisms and dust. Dust and some microorganisms such as bacteria can make us sick. These things can stick to our body easily. Therefore, we should keep ourselves clean by bathing or washing our hands with soap. Importance of air. All living things, including plants and animals, need air to breathe. They need oxygen to produce energy from the food they eat to carry out their daily activities. Scuba divers need to carry oxygen tanks to breathe in water. Without air, we cannot hear any sounds. This is because sound needs air to travel. Some musical instruments make use of the vibrations of air to produce music. Sound is produced from a flute by the vibrating column of air in it. The atmosphere around the Earth protects us from the harmful rays of the sun. Besides that, the atmosphere helps to maintain the temperature of our Earth. Otherwise, it will be either too hot during the days or too cold during the night for us. Plants need carbon dioxide to make food through photosynthesis. If there is no carbon dioxide, Not only plants cannot make food and survive, other living things depending on plants for food will not be able to survive too. Some toys need air to work. Beach balls, balloons, and float need air. Will these toys be fun to play if they deflated? Air pollution. Living things need fresh and clean air to survive. Air pollution occurs when the air contains unwanted and harmful gases, dust particles, smoke, or chemicals in large quantities. This causes the air to become contaminated and harmful to humans, animals, and plants. What causes air pollution? Our vehicles, power stations, and factories use fossil fuels as coal, oil, and natural gases as the source of energy. When the fossil fuels are burnt, smoke and harmful gases are released into the air and pollute the air. Open burning of waste materials also release harmful gases of dust and smoke into the air. What will happen to us if we breathe in polluted air? Air pollution can make us sick. Children and the elderly might experience difficulties in breathing. Air pollution also reduces visibility of the air, and thus we cannot see far. Ways to reduce pollution. We can reduce air pollution by reducing the use of the cars. We can practice carpool. Carpool reduces the number of cars on the road and subsequently the amount of air pollutants in the air. Instead of driving our own cars, we are encouraged to take public transport such as buses or trains. We can also ride bicycles or walk. Catalytic converters can be installed in cars to reduce the air pollutants. Catalytic converters change harmful gases in the exhaust of cars into less harmful gases. Power stations and factories can install gas scrubbers that remove the harmful gases from their emissions. A gas scrubber is a device that removes harmful gases, then releases the clean gases into the air. We can help to reduce air pollution by conserving electricity, as most of our power stations are powered by fossil fuels. We should switch off electrical appliances when they are not in use. We should use energy-saving light bulbs instead of incandescent light bulbs. We can use renewable energy sources such as wind and sunlight to generate electricity. We must not burn leaves, garbage, and other waste materials. We can do compositing to reduce biodegradable waste materials and also air pollution. Movement of air. Air moves when there is a difference in temperature between two places. Air moves from a cool place to warm place. Moving air is known as wind. activity. The candle heats up the air around, is causing the hot air to rise. The empty space left by the hot air is replaced by the cold air, which carries the smoke from the glowing wooden splinter with it. Why is wind always blowing at the beaches? During the day, the land heats up faster than the sea. This causes the hot air on the land to rise. 2. The cooler air then blows from the sea to take the place of the rising hot air above the land. These flows of cool air produces a sea breeze. Wind makes things move. The flag waves when there is wind. Wind is used in many ways in our daily life. Can you describe how wind is used in these activities? Sailing boat, winnowing rice, drying clothes, keeping the house cool through attic vents. We have learned that wind is a renewable energy source. Wind is used to move wind turbines to generate electricity in the wind power station. Movement of air across the Earth's surface brings monsoons or rainy seasons. We move at different speeds. Wind that move with a high speed can be harmful to us. High winds can cause damage depending on how strong they are. Wind gusts can break tree twigs and knock over poorly installed structure. Strong winds can uproot trees. The uprooted trees might fall on roads, power poles, buildings, and cars. Strong winds are dangerous to our lives. The things moved by strong wind might hit or fall on us, cause injuries, or even death. Therefore, we should stay indoors when local authority warns of approaching strong winds. We should evacuate to a safer place when we are told to do so. Thanks!